obviously, I decided to give Henny until November, obviously, to get it right in CACON, pretty much. Um, it's only because August not that far. I still don't have my console yet, but I'll be getting Series S all digital. That's my Series S all digital in November during Black Friday. So I gave Henny until the middle of November instead. I know there's a, well, I can't beat this matchup doing what I'm doing with Ryu. It's because you kept trolling yourself and you kept carrying full strength. That's not the way to win. That's the way to lose. Is what Diego wrote in his book. Diego wrote in his book, him being an author. Diego, the beast of a nostalgic, pretty much, wrote in his book, pretty much. It's the way to lose, meme. Because you can't expect a player of that magnitude, knowing. I know you said a player in the 40s or old, player in the 50s or old. A lot of people say that, but when it comes to the mains and CACON, as far as being up there in age, the game ages like fine wine. The game ages like fine wine, you know. But I know another said, yeah, they're old. They're not on my level. I said, I said, who's still down? Who's legend, right? Who's still diamond still? And you already know why you're not legend, because of that conquers and toxicity. No, his response is that, well, how do I beat this matchup? Because you can't do what you're doing by trolling yourself and carrying full strength. It's not the way to do it. You defy that memory too much. And it's going to cost you dearly when I face you in November instead. So you got into November instead. I don't know why I gave you all that time, because that's obviously, because August is not that far from now. But decided to give into November instead. So you got 3 months instead. So you got into November. But besides the point, like I said, Henny is human right now. You don't know what he's doing right now. Especially against this matchup, obviously. Because now you're facing all the Bisons worldwide. Now you have to face all the guys worldwide, all the women's going to define women, obviously, worldwide. You got to face all the Lukes worldwide. You got to pretty much face every player worldwide that you're not going to be able to beat. As far as Team Dust Ray and Team Shadow. And like I said, you can't just expect players said they're old, they're not going to be able to beat me. I'm forever young, and they're going to actually, the old people want to have when I have falls. I said, well, when it comes to the gals worldwide, the gals are not human, especially when it comes to reads the final memory paradise, you filthy, the memory paradise, you filthy individual memory. But you're going to keep the final memory so big, it's going to cost you there in November. So I gave you to November instead. So that's 3 months from now. By then, it'll be already fall by then, but September. But besides the point, you got into November, Mr. Son, to get it right in Canada. Otherwise, there's hell to pay. There's hell to pay. I gave you more than enough time. I gave you until August, but August wasn't enough because luckily, Bison just came out last month, so I gave you to November instead. To train against this man, I mean train it behind off against this match, because I know you're not going to do it. You're just going to waste time trolling and expect. Oh, I know you're going to do the F-bomb one. I know you're going to do F this. I said, well, I gave you until November. That's more than 3 months, I think. Man, I originally gave you until August. But August wasn't enough. Because Bison just came out in June, obviously. And Terry comes out, I think, in the fall. But, and then Alina from Ultra Street Fighter 4 and Third Strike, Fight for the Future Alpha 2. Alina comes out spring of next year. Then My Valentine's and Nostalgic comes out. So the King of Fighters comes out in the middle of fall of next year. And that'll be the last characters for now until they add more characters in season 3. But anyways, besides the point, you got until November. That should be more than enough time for you to train against any of the matches I just mentioned worldwide. Any of the matches I just told you about worldwide, including all the guys, all the Run-Runs, the Lukes, the Bisons, the Mods, the Minas, the Terrys, all the other mains. That should be more than enough time. 3 months should be more than enough time for you, Mr. Son, to get it right. Because otherwise, there's hell to pay. There's hell to pay. I gave more than enough time. I gave you until August, but because obviously August is not enough for you, so I gave you until November instead. That's when I get series that's all digital. Most of the games I start buying the games for Microsoft in the coming months. And I'm gonna have series that's all digital for the first time ever making my Microsoft debut. But anyways, that's besides the point. Uh, like I said, the reason why a lot of people like yourself hate yourself, whoever horoscope you are, I don't know if you're a Pisces, but I'm assuming you are, obviously, is because that karma you mimicking mains, mimicking everybody else's mains and knowing your main was really at first. These are your player points are forever raw. On all the street, I saw those player points, and them player points look human right now. The battle points ain't human, but them player points are. So I gave in to November. Otherwise, it's hell to pay. This hell to pay by the time November comes around. So like I said, the reason why Henry's been playing the same games on Sony, and then he has all these zeros. He has, and I saw his trophy case. He has over 50 zeros in his trophy case. 50. And his overall trophy percentage of games finished went from 25 down to, I think, down to 16 as far as his games finished, and that's not good. That's almost like his win-loss percentage in Capcom. Whether if it was 50-50, he's 40-60 or 30-70. Henny will ever be the tryhard he is as far as facing these matchups, these charge character matchups in Capcom. He will forever be the tryhard, but he likes the annihilator. So, like I said, Henny, you got until November. That should be more than enough time. You're saying that's not enough time to face a charge character, so that's more than enough time because all the other characters are coming out soon. Elena's coming out. Later on next year, Alina from Australia 4 and Third Strike and Fight for the Future and Alpha 2 is coming out next year. My Valentine of Nostalgia comes out in the middle of fall of next year. And then Terry comes out later on in the fall. It's part of the season's pass, pretty much. So yeah, I'm giving you all the time training against somebody because 2 of those characters are King of Fighters characters and the other 2 characters are Capcom characters. So yeah, that should be more than enough time, Henny, as far as playing talk. It should be more than enough time for you to face this matchup in November. Well, once I train my mains in Microsoft, the game is cross-gen and also Street 4 is cross. I had to buy the game still. I was in the add-on and then the cosmetics for Street 4. Once I get to the Street 4 arcade edition, I had to get the cosmetics. On also Street account, I had the cosmetics. I had to buy those separately. But like I said, you got into November. That should be more than enough time. That's 3 months for you to train against this matchup. Now, if you're saying it's not, I say I don't know what to tell you. I gave it into November. So now they comment. I know why is he doing this to me? I know why is y'all doing this to me? Because we already know what's coming to you. But as far as the wrestling game, we're still waiting for you to get the wrestling game. So I'm not playing. Me and Diamante want you in the Extreme Rules tag team matches. Me and Diamante versus you, whoever your partner is, pretty much in an I Quit match. I quit, since you know about that too well. We're going to force you to say those words. We all know you're going to write the Kamen Rider intro and said that's not the only song, Genius. There's other music to listen to. There's Voltron, there's Power Rangers, and I grew up on Power Rangers music. There's Voltron, Power Rangers, Gundam music. What's the name of that show? I can't remember the name of that show for that one. Yeah, that's Joe. But yeah, There's so much gun music you can listen to, and you rather listen to the same one, and that's not good. That's not good. That's sad. That's sad. Coming around the music, like, come on. It's not the only number one song of all time. There's other Gundam music. There's Voltron. There's Power Rangers. There's SD Gundam Alliance music. There's so much Gundam music that I actually got on my playlist. There's so much Gundam music they got, and I also got that music on for my Spotify accounts as well. As far as the playlist is concerned, I got so much Gundam music is not funny. I pretty much got all of them but the Voltron one. I gotta look for that one. And add those playlists to my Spotify accounts. But yeah, Voltron music. But yeah, another show I watched as a kid and as a teenage adult and teenager and as an adult. But besides the point, I know Hayes is saying, I beat this matchup doing when I'm doing parry full strength and trolling yourself. I said, well, you can't do that when you play all the charge characters, honey. Especially when it comes to both teams, the Team Shadow and Team Turtle. That's not the way to do it. It's not the way to do it. You know, he's saying they're old. I beat this player Ryan and said wrong because you can't go for no flips on first hits either. You can't do that. That was too obvious. Too many flips here because you kept doing it. You define that calculus, and that's going to humble you too when you get tapped right out of it. But I gave you to November, obviously. That's when I get served. That's all digital. Obviously, most likely the new one. If I always decide to give me the new Series that's all digital, because now they discontinued the Series X physical disc, but they still sell it at GameStop and all other stores. Just that they discontinued it because they just came with the Series X all digital 1 terabyte, and the Series S all digital 1 terabyte, then the Series X 2 terabyte, the retro console with the retro design on it. But yeah. So like I said, you got into November. I gave you into November because it would make more sense because August is still coming, obviously. And August is not enough for you to train against all the matchups, including the Bisons and the Gives. The Gives is a normal charge character, but he's a wrestler, but not enough to train against that matchup either. The Zangief is broken, as far as damage-wise, but that's besides the point. I gave you into November. 3 months should be more than enough time for you to train against that matchup. No, it's not enough time to train against the Charles. Yeah, I gave you more than enough time to train against the Lukes and the Lin-Lins and the Gals and the Camis and the other matchups and the DJs. And DJs also a charge character, normal charge character, but also charge character still. And 3 months should be more than enough time for that. You got into November. It's saying, well, I know you're saying I'm old. I'm not ready for Capcom. I said, bullshit. I've been more than ready because I've been waiting to train, obviously, once I get that fight getting turtle pad. Be the one thing that I'll be using against you in Capcom, which is that fight getting turtle pad. I already get all on Amazon soon. When I showed you that show on Amazon, obviously, I'll be getting that fight getting that 8-bit dough fighting commander. So that way I'll be able to stash myself in Capcom and give out a lot of payback. Bitches indeed. Anyways. Like I said, you got into November. 3 months should be more than it was less than 4 months. Well, it's gonna be August now, so it's gonna be 3 months from now. But that should be more than enough for you to train. Some did. Cause I beat this match by defining rebound to Paradise to 15 Ultra. So y'all know you're gonna be broken right out of it if you do that. That's glass. You can't do that. That's esports. When you parry full strength, even when you call yourself doing it on the first hit, that's gonna be to a counter hit and a reverse and break you right out of parry if you do it on 6 and also Shredder 4 as well, in 6 as well. You can't do that. Now on the first hit, that was disrespectful. Dr. Troll and Dr. Toxicity. And if you did that with a comeback, obviously with your health being low, that was going to be to your minds of you losing. That's glass. And I showed you on one of my streams, that hour and 19-minute, 50-minute one, a while ago, why you don't do that. It's going to cost you dearly. This is going to cost you dearly. So, like I said, you got into November. That's more than enough time for you to train against all the matches I just mentioned, all the Gals, the Camis, the Chun-Lis, the Kens, the Gals, the Bisons, the Terrys, the Maz, once Maz comes out next year. Um, the Winners, knowing that Winners on 3 or 4 hours, we had to buy that game on Microsoft, obviously. And I had to get the cosmetics once I get the Ultra Street 4 add-on. Push that in the Ultra Street so that way the cover can change out, and I had to get the cosmetics. But anyways, like I said, you can't expect to beat that player, well, all those players worldwide. So I know you're saying all those players are old. And now I'm like, saying, well, what age got to do with it? Age has something to do with it. I'm not saying it don't, but age has something to do when they already established since before Christ. So you got into November. That should be more than enough time for you to train, pretty much. But that's besides the point. I know he's saying I gotta beat this much doing what I'm doing by trolling and being toxic and paying full strength. And I said, well, you can't do it that way. Just you need to train harder, and you got until November. I gave you until November. You got until November, pretty much. That should be more than enough time. That's 3 months of you to get it right in Capcom. But I saw your gameplay. You mashing that parry, and then the find the amount of parries you feel for individual. And I said, yeah, that's gonna cost you deal on 3 or 4. You don't learn again. You don't learn again either. Maybe I have to show you the clip why you don't do that again. Hold on, I'm about to do that right now. Here we go. In a second. You don't do this. No, I just switched to, I'm just showing Henny obviously why you don't parry full strength. I'm about to show him why you don't do it. Yeah. You see, I made a lot of content, and you see I used a variety of different pictures, as you can see. Yeah. That's my these are my long streams, as you can see, obviously. That was from that was from 4 months ago, obviously. 5 months ago, and all those streams showing off the combo clips. And I used royalty pictures, as you can see. This was my longest one, almost 6 hours. My second longest one was this one. Oops. And that was my third longest one, my fourth longest one, my fifth longest one, my sixth longest one, my seventh longest one. Yeah, I've used a variety of different pictures. This is the reason why I skipped through this video. It's a very long screen, pretty much. This is the one I made from 5 months ago. That was back in January, obviously. That's when I found that I got the 50 subscribers, pretty much. Okay, here we go. It's the reason why Henny cannot beat this matchup. Here we go. Sonic F and Bone Tanny, and don't jump either. Don't do it. Break you. Indeed. And this is the play I told Uncle John about for us. This play I've been trying to add on Microsoft. I've been trying to add on Microsoft and PSX. It's been hard to find her name because of her game tags in her native tongue. But anyways. Why John cannot beat this reason why Henny cannot beat this matchup, including my Uncle John, as far as this matchup either on Microsoft and Sony. He's like, he cannot beat this matchup. You hear me commenting in the background on that stream as well, but that was from 5 months ago. But yeah. This is why I told Henny you cannot beat this player doing what you're doing. Because you would have kept jumping. Break you. Indeed. Indeed. Don't jump. So, honey. Because he trolled himself. That's what happens when you troll yourself, when you keep the fine ML, you've heard this, your fifth individual. That's when you troll yourself. You gave all the guys the win, including this guy. If I can find her gamer tag on Microsoft and PSN, I'll be able to add her as well because she's a proven player because she's also done with W as well. But yeah. And this player that's also done with guys also done with W as well. Done with 3 mains and got that Cedar Shining Sea achievement on Steam. Alright, what's wrong? What's wrong? Break you. Indeed, I kind of hit to him. Yeah. And when Ultra Street Fighter 6 comes, you wanted to deal with that match on Ultra Street Fighter 6 and Super Street Fighter 6 and Vanilla Street Fighter. You want to deal with that match, whether you like it or not, Mr. Son, Mr. Son. You got until November. You got until November. That's 3 months from now. That's more than enough time against train against all those matches, including my of nostalgic, Terry of nostalgic, and all that double runners, and also win of double E and double A of nostalgia. So you got, I gave you 3. I gave you until November. That's more. That's more than enough time. That's 3 months. And you said that's not enough. I said, well, it would be enough. Otherwise, that rush is going to hit, and that karma's going to be human, Mr. Son, Mr. Son. Oh, the F-bombs, man. Oh, the F-bombs, honey, no. Trey, be careful. Sonic F and boom. Break you. You don't parry force and break you. Where Henny was a long time ago, he was master rank on the PS3 version, and he was still at 2,000 player points. But as now, Ultra Street 4, he went from 2,000 player points to 400. This rig that's facing right here was master 2 as well. Also, he was at the 5,000 point mark, but he lost first few skill match, so he fell to 4,800. And he was at 5,600 when I put him on the PS3 version. He was at 2,400 for his player points, and he went from 2,400 to 400. So he lost more than 2,000 of his battle points. So he went from immediate success to immediate failure. The true decline of a young Shoto right now. A cocky rig. I said, well, mofo, indeed. We'll show you why you cannot beat this matchup, leader. Here it comes. Indeed. Break you. Break you. You don't learn again. Pay attention to what Henny would have done. He said, yeah, he's doing the calls out of it, but against this matchup, he would have parried falls. He would have kept doing that. I said, well, break you. Glass. If Henny would have kept parrying falls, I said, right, yep, your health's going to be gone or you're going to be broken right out of it. Either way, that was an L the hard way. Indeed. This player I told John about falls, this guy, when trying to add this girl, and this is a girl game, I was in her gamer tags in a native tongue. I've been trying to add on PSN the best way I could. I've been trying to find her gamer tag on Microsoft NPS. It's been hard to find her gamer tags in her native tongue. But once she changed to actual her gamer tag to her actual gamer tag in English, I'll be able to add her pretty much because she's a proven guy. I think a lot of people want to play her, but a lot of people not want to play her because she's done with W as well. And Gal, and I think another main. I don't know what that third main was, but she got the from C to Shining Sea achievement on Steam. Mostly she got that achievement on Microsoft and PSN more than likely because she show you how hardcore she can be when it comes to being down with 3 different mains. Yeah. Damn betrayed. Wow. Mind your Henny, don't parry full strength. Mind your Henny, don't it? Mind your Henny, don't it? Sonic F and boom, a counter hit. And the kick too. Indeed. Indeed. Watch what happens to Henny. Die, indeed. You don't run again with a turtle pad either, Henny. Pretty much. And that, see what I mean, Henny? Why you don't do that and throw yourself parent full strength? You see what I mean right there? And we'll show you again why you don't do it. If we have multiple accounts like me and John. You about to see, indeed. Don't run again with a turtle pad either. Broke him right out of it. Because he parried full strength. You just saw what that really did right there. No, flush kick, pretty much. He broke him right out of it. Broke him right out of it. But I'm showing it again, showing this repost again, obviously, because Henny doesn't run, and somebody has to teach Henny a lesson why you don't mimic mains either. Watch what happens to Henny. Die, indeed. Don't run again with a turtle pad either, Mr. Son. So much for throwing yourself. Hold up, brain. And the reason why I'm showing this again, because when you have multiple accounts of Heaven and multiple accounts on PSN on Michael's, the reason why this game ages like fine wine. This game ages like fine wine, you know? Yeah, I know. Indeed. Watch what happens to Henry if he does it. Indeed. Don't run again with a turtle pad as well. You don't run again. If John gets that turtle pad from Capcom, it's a wrap for Henny too as well. If he gets the one I think on which the back is compatible. Turtle pad for Capcom as well for all the free. But if he gets that one, it's a wrap for Henny too. Cause I already know Henny's gonna do this. In the stream from 5 months ago, I'm showing you again why you don't do it. Just to give Henny a reality check. As soon as that girl gamer that I just showed you right there that did that really left the session after that, in the process. And that person, Will Har, one of my YouTubers, true YouTubers, obviously, YouTuber feels obviously, he was laughing at it. He left the session and said, "Well, that's what you get for doing that." And he said that in his native tongue too. That's what you get for doing that. You don't do that. You don't do that. Why you don't parry full strength for free? Could also break you right out of it with an arcade stick as well. Well, turtle pale both if you have both like me and John. Indeed. Indeed. Watch what happens what this girl gamer does. If I can find what her gamer does, watch what happens. Die, indeed. You don't run again with an arcade stick either. This is a dangerous biz when you do that too, my son, as well. This is a dangerous biz. This is a dangerous biz. And soon as that Bree did that Bree left the session. That's why Henny would have left the session. I said, "Well, I told you not to do that." That karma, and as John would say, and I would say, "No, you be alright. You be alright." Because you don't parry full strength against this matchup either. Because if you do, there's hell to pay when you do. It's quick flick of the wrist when you parry full strength, and when you do that, all the guys, including John, make you pay all day. This game ages like fine wine for sure. So like he never even left Capcom, you know. This is a dangerous biz. Alright, guys. I wanted to give Henny a reality check. Why you don't do that against the Ryus, obviously. But so okay, guys. Very long stream. I was almost 30 minutes out of it, but I just showed you right there. That was my stream from 5 months ago. I think I got 50 subscribers, pretty much. Why Henny can't do this, beat this matchup. Honestly, I showed you why he can't beat this matchup in the process. So now Henny realizes what he's done with as far as facing the players in their 40s or in their 50s. I know he's going to say they're old and they can't do this. They can't keep defying, but they out there defy against the real. They say, yeah, they can. Well, John defies it pretty much. That game is like fine wine. It was like he didn't even left got go, you know? Well, guys, that's in the stream right there. Yeah. That never gets old. That never gets old.